All right, everybody, welcome, welcome. You have made it to Keep It Simple, and we are in day number 38. We're going to be doing some overhead presses today. So I have a single 30-pound dumbbell and a set of 15-pound dumbbells. So something on the lighter side, if you would like, depending especially on how you do and how your shoulders and upper back, your traps do with overhead presses. You might want to stay a little bit lighter, and I'll give you alternates along the way. If you have a foam roller, grab your foam roller. If you do not have one, don't worry about it. You can just go through the motions that we'll be going through on the ground. And we're going to get our warm up that way. So we're going to start with the roller underneath our pelvis at the sacroiliac joint. So at the very top of the pelvis, at the very bottom of your low back. And you're going to just pull both knees in, kind of let them settle there. So we're letting the roller is going to stay still, and you're just going to kind of let the body move on the roller. So slowly tap your toes toward the ground and then bring your knees back in. Tap your toes, bring your knees in. Make whatever little adjustments you need. I think my roller is a little high. You'll kind of feel what it is that you need to have going on that roller. Keep the belly nice and firm. All right, now we're just going to hug one knee in and push one leg long. Let your heel drop as low as possible toward the ground. So it's kind of like a passive stretch for that hip flexor. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Interlace your hands around the other knee. Let the leg lie long. And then switch. We'll go back and forth here a few times. So much of everything else in the body starts in what's going on in the pelvic region, which is usually affected through our core or lack of core strength, and our glutes, lack of glute strength, and how tight or weak our hip flexors are. So we're just taking a little time to get some stuff moving around in the pelvis and through the hips. All right, keep both knees in or up off the ground and bent, and then we're just going to rotate left and right. Little rocks and rotations. If you have the roller, great. If not, don't worry. You'll still be feeling it from the ground. And then we'll go ahead and come up from there. All right, get rid of your roller for now. And we'll flip over and go into a hip flexor stretch. So just lunge in and then slide back. We're going to get our hamstrings and hip flexors ready to go. Lock in through the core. So even when you're just moving through range of motion or little stretches, still want to find some gentle core contraction, keeping protection for that low back. Okay, bring your left foot in just a little bit. Sit up nice and tall again, grab in through that core, and we're just going to rotate over the top leg. So if your left leg's forward, twist to the left. All right. And then we're going to go to the other side. Same thing, bring that right leg forward, lunge in, and then back out. Here we go, in, out. Again, remember to try to find that core flexion. Stay strong there. Okay, and then bring that right leg in, or whichever leg you have forward, and twist over that top leg. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move into our downward facing dog. Big, wide spread open fingertips. Put your first finger forward. Spread your thumb out nice and wide. Take your time here, especially depending on how little or much you've been moving throughout your day so far. Wherever you're at in your day, might need a little bit more time to get loose. Take a few deep, big breaths, inhales and exhales. Again, grab through the core. Try to tighten your armpits up and back. All right, and then level off those feet if you can. Really push your chest back toward your thighs. If you need to bend your knees just slightly to get a little more space, feel free. And then widen your toes and walk your hands back to your feet. And we're going to sink down into a low squat. All right, so our first exercise today is going to be a squat press. So you'll hold your set of dumbbells. You're going to hold high on your shoulders. We'll squat in, and then you're using the power of the legs to press up out of your squat. I'm going a little lighter today because all of our exercises are going to incorporate presses, and I know they're going to add up. So as I was saying, if you don't want to do the press, you don't have to. So if pressing overhead doesn't work very well for your body, or maybe if you want to just do a few reps and then stop with the presses, that's fine. So you just hold your weights on your shoulders and squat from there. All right, so get your weights ready. I'm going to make one small adjustment. Let's see. All righty. So bring those weights up, grab tight through the core. We're going to go for 10. Sit back and down, and then drive up from those arms. Grab that core. It's one of the most important pieces of the move. Drive up through the heels. Sit nice and deep. See if you can target your elbows to the knees. Get your breath work going. 7, 8, 9. Use the upper back to really get that press. And 10. All right, now we're just going to need one of our weights, and we're going to do a lunge press. So we're going to step back with our right leg and press with our right arm. Same thing, if you don't want to press, just hold the weight, or you can lunge and curl. So instead of the press, lunge and curl. Grab your core, step back, drive up through the front heel. When you have one side that you're pushing on, it's an asymmetric move, and so we have to incorporate a lot more core for stability through the unweighted side. It still has to hold some flexion and support. 9 and 10. Woo! Back and shoulders are going to be feeling it. All right, other side. Step back, line your front knee and toe. See how much range you can get on your lunge. Try to drop in as deep as possible. Keep those hip joints moving, and lots of ranges, full range of motion. Double check your core. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Then we're going to move on to our heavier weight if you have one. If you don't worry about it. You can use the lighter set that you had. All right, so we're going to do single arm snatches. You want to try, if you have the option and availability of a heavier weight, you want to try to go there even if you need to dump your reps a little bit, because it forces you to use the whole body, which is what we want to get the bell up there. So power from your legs all the way glutes, tons of core, of course, and then the back. Start on your stronger side for now. Grab the core. You're going to snatch the weight and then press it up. Get that full stance at the top. If you don't press overhead, just snatch here. That's totally fine. 5. Don't forget that core. You have to have it. If your bell is heavy enough, you're using your core, I promise. 9, 10. I like those ones. They get the heart rate up too. Here we go. Snatch that elbow up and press. You're using the whole body. 6. Where's that core? 7. Use those legs to help. 10. Perfect. All right, we're going to finish this set with an overhead hold and a march. So I'm going to go back to my lighter set. Press and hold. You can point your palms toward one another or pushing straight ahead. Find your core. So hold the hips back, belly strong, right leg lifts, then the left. Not rushing, Focused on upper back stability and the core. 4, 5, pull the belly button back more. Feel the glute on your supporting standing leg. Flex your back. One more per side. Good work. Okay, we're going to take a quick little set. Stretch on the ground, hands and knees, and let's go cat-cow. Inhale, open, and then exhale, round. Open, meaning open that chest. 2 more, slide your shoulder blades down, let the belly sag, and then really grab that belly button up. And 3. Perfect. Let your hips shift left and right. And then we're going to take a single thread the needle per side. Gear those shoulders up for our second round. The whole concept behind keeping things simple is we're eliminating a bunch of extra exercises, keeping things 3 or 4 exercises at a time so our volume builds up per exercise. We don't have to think too much. We just have to get in the body and get to work. Okay, toes straight ahead, find those heels, find the core. We have our squat press. Squat it down. 10. Feel the body, check in. What's working here? Where's the body trying to cheat? Make sure it's not cheating. 9 and 10. All right, I'm going to start on my left side first for my lunge. So bring your arm up to the shoulder. Unless you're doing a curl, it'll stay low. Trying to keep those hips level. 3. Drive through that front glute. Use power from the legs to get up into that press. 7, 8, line that knee and toe. 9, woo, we're getting tired. 10, other side, drop it and press. You can quickly find your stronger side. 5, I'm trying not to overpress that right hip. That's the tendency to want to really drive it up and lean. We don't want that. Stay stable. This is 10. And level. All right, single snatch. I'm going to start on that left side again. Take a little check-in. All right, here we go. Remember, you can just draw it up to the shoulder if you need. Your weight should be heavy enough. If you can, you have to kind of really find that lower body, anchor it to the ground, and then get that press. 8. Find your core. Grab it deep. Stack here. 10. Stable glutes, core, upper back. Come on, whip it up there. 9, 10. Whee! Okay, our overhead hold and march. Flex in, press up. If you need to bring your arms down to the shoulders, Feel free, but you need to feel the upper back doing the work to flex in and support the arms. So pull the ears up, away from the shoulders, the core strong, flex the back, 7, pull the belly button back, 9, ooh, don't lose that left arm, 10, poor little left side, wait for me. All right, drop down. Let's take a child's pose. Nice job, everybody. That's 2 in. Heart rate should be up a bit. Your body should be a little tired. Core should feel worked. Let's go into our cat-cow. This is a great way to check in with the back. If you're feeling fatigue or soreness, let that be your little sticky note or flashing warning sign. You're not using the core enough, or we're not keeping the pelvis squared up. We're letting it probably tilt forward. All right, slide that one arm under, and then the other. Okay, back at it. Come on up. Take a little bit of a twist again. Ooh, our timing is great. You get lots of rounds. Okay, back to the squat press. Check your core, check your stance. I'm going to be quiet this round and just let you work through it. Stack it up. Last one. 10. Perfect. All right. Back to that right side first. Feet hip width. Square off the hips. Think power. All one solid oomph. No cheating anywhere, meaning you don't get sloppy, right? As the body tires, it's looking for ways to cheat its way through. No sloppy presses. Get that pelvis into place. 8. 10. So if you're losing the pelvis because you have to focus so much on the press, if this is taking too much thought, maybe get rid of it. You have to stay here first. Have to be able to stay in that solid core. And it's tough to keep when you get tired everywhere else. So keep track of it. That's the most important part. Have to start there. Heavy weights are not impressive if you're throwing your low back out or it hurts the rest of the day. 8, 9, 10. Other side. Like a slingshot, snapping it up there. Core, core, core. 8, 9, 10. Oh, those are fun. All Back to our marches. Press and hold. All about that core. Pull the belly button back. Lift the chest. 5. You can hold on to it. Keep placing the work where it needs to go. Upper back, core. Whee! Nice job. Back to the ground. Hands and knees. Start with your little tail wag. Shift to one side, then the other. We're going to go another round. So lucky. I love this concept that, okay, push up in your down dog. You can train hard or you can train long, but you cannot do both. So for our purposes, most days, right, we only have 30 minutes. So we are going to get a lot of effort and a lot of intensity, and it'll actually serve us just as long as an hour workout, but you have to put out the effort. And as I say, sometimes the effort is just clicking play and getting to the mat, and that's effort enough. Over time, you can build more effort through your weight selection. Here we go. Your pace, your self-flexion, all of it. Feel each part of the move. Where are you wanting to put the work? Screw those heels into the ground. 9, 10. And there's all sorts of caveats, right, on intensity. Sometimes it doesn't mean going straight into your next set because you'll get sloppy, you'll lose form. Sometimes it means taking a second, gathering your breath, getting your mental place so that you can keep pushing at the intensity and the effectiveness that you want. All right, lunge it back, press it up. 9, channel energy through that back. 10, and we're on. Right leg back, right arm press. Chest stays super lifted. Feel free to hinge just a bit over that front leg. Last one. Good. I like these short rounds. You get back to something very fast. Okay, here we go with our snatches. Lock and load. One at a time. Don't worry about how many you have left. Especially when we're this many rounds in. Just focus one rep at a time. Perfect. Feel the legs and glutes pack right there at the top. Stop that swing. Stop the momentum. Last one. Perfect. All right. Our overhead march. 3, 2, and 1. Hips stay level. Lift the arms, but then relax the neck. 5, 6, 7. Belly button pulls back. 8. Come on, arms, stay up there. 9, 10. 10. Nice job. Well done, well done. Okay. Lie on your back. Nicely done. Extend the right leg long. Hug your left knee in. I have a cricket in my garage wall. It's clapping for us all. So good work. Whew. Okay. If your left leg is pulled in, take your right hand, put it outside that knee, and then roll over to the right. You need to keep your left shoulder attached to the ground. So only push your left knee as far as you can keep that left shoulder attached. So this here is our mobility, flexibility, and range of motion in the back. So if we just let the arm come up with the leg while we twist, we're not developing that range of motion. As we age, as we sit more, we have to keep it, we have to watch it. All right, switch. Put your left leg long, right leg in. Hug that knee in. This is a great time to find your neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Left hand outside that right knee. And then push it over. You might find a little different feeling on this side, but remember, our goal is to keep the right shoulder on the ground. So if that means your leg is way up here, that's fine. Attach that right shoulder to the ground. I kind of think of my body, shoulders to hips, as like a pepper grinder. One side moves one way, and then the other side moves the other. So we're counter twisting through the mid back, not the low back, mid back. Beautiful. All right. Cross your left ankle on top of the right knee. Level off your pelvis and hips again. Just push the left knee away from you, and then grab behind your right thigh and pull the legs as deep into the chest as you can, keeping that neutral pelvis and low back. Flex both feet, spread across your chest, bring it in nice and deep. Take your deep breaths, take 3 focused deep breaths. All right, and then once you have all those, drop your right foot down, left foot on the ground, right foot over that left knee. Just push the knee away from you for a second. If my low back feels tight or fatigued, I like to just kind of hang out like this. It's usually pretty effective, helping things get worked out. Now bring your legs in, grab behind that left thigh, flex both feet. Your legs may be way out here, that's totally fine. It's all about keeping the pelvis and low back on the ground and trying to get that glute stretch on the leg that's folded out. Perfect. All right, grab behind those knees and then tuck your chin in. Make a nice little ball. And then we're going to rock and roll a couple times. 1 and 2. Put the soles of your feet together. Grab around your toes if you can. You may need to put your hands behind your hips and lift up there. Try to relax in those hip flexors. I know I've been saying it, but the hips are kind of like the the traps of the lower body. They hold a lot of tension and stress. They seem to like to grab and hold, support, and take over for when the glutes should be working, quads, hamstrings, especially the little mini muscles in the glutes. If you can lean forward though, go for it. And some people's legs are up here. That's okay. Just lean in, or you can plant those hands behind your back, like I said. Okay, we're gonna release our hands. Take your right arm outside your left knee, plant into the left hand, and twist again from the mid back. So try to keep your hips level, facing straight ahead. And then you have that little pepper grinder action with the shoulders and chest, twisting from your mid back. Come back to the middle, resit nice and tall, plant your right hand, left hand behind or outside your right knee. Lift the chest and stretch. All right. Okay, just back to the middle, find a comfortable seat. This will be it. Lots of pressing. Hopefully you didn't get too much in the neck. Just lean your right ear to the right shoulder. Tuck your chin in, roll back. There's one more. Tuck your chin in, roll back. And then the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Tuck your chin in, roll back. Tuck your chin in and roll back. It's good to get your head moving all throughout the day, especially if you find yourself on a phone or down, looking down a lot. Make sure that you're giving your neck that flex back position. Great work. I'll see you tomorrow.